In the ruins of an old mansion, workers once discovered a skeleton locked inside a wooden box. On its arm, there was still a golden bangle, and the man who saw it first collapsed in shock, because he knew exactly whose bangle it was. Years earlier, this mansion was not a ruin. It was a symbol of power, wealth, and pride. Inside lived a young bride, the wife of a powerful landlord. Beautiful, graceful, and deeply devoted to her husband. But the younger landlord had a cruel habit. Every night, he would leave his home and spend his evenings in pleasure houses and brothels. The young bride waited for him every night, alone, until one day she heard something shocking. Someone told her, men like women who drink, who entertain them. And that night, the young bride made a heartbreaking decision. If that is what would bring her husband back, she would drink too. There was only one silent witness to all of this. A humble servant named Bhootnath. Bhootnath respected the young bride so deeply that he never dared to look at her face. All he ever saw were her feet, and the golden bangles on her hands. Those bangles became a symbol of dignity in his mind. But fate was cruel. One night, despite all her pleading, the younger landlord again went to a pleasure house. That night he was attacked, and returned home badly injured. Soon he became bedridden. The arrogant man who once ignored his wife now depended completely on her. The young bride cared for him day and night. Slowly, the rude landlord changed. His voice became softer. One evening he told her with regret. For the first time in their lives, they felt love. Then came the night that changed everything. The younger landlord suddenly became very ill. A doctor had to be called immediately. But in those days, a woman from a landlord's family could never leave the house at night, especially with another man. But her husband was dying. So the young bride made a bold decision. She called the only man she trusted, Bhootnath. Together they left the mansion in a horse cart to find a doctor in the dark of night. Bhootnath warned her, if the landlord's relatives see us together, they will not forgive this. But she replied only one thing, my husband must live. But on the lonely road, their cart was suddenly attacked. A group of men surrounded them. The young bride screamed, please, I am going to save my husband. But the attackers did not stop. Because they were her own brothers-in-law. They dragged Bhootnath from the cart and beat him brutally. Half dead, bleeding, Bhootnath somehow managed to escape. But after that night, the young bride was never seen again. Years passed. The era of landlords ended. Their lands were seized. Their mansions collapsed into ruins. And Bhootnath, once a poor servant, became a wealthy man in the city. But one question always haunted him. What happened to the young bride? So one day he returned to the village. But the mansion he once knew was now nothing but dust and broken walls. He learned that the younger landlord had died that same night long ago. And since then, no one had ever seen his wife again. Determined to uncover the truth, Bhootnath ordered the ruins to be cleaned. Workers began clearing the debris. Suddenly one worker ran toward him. Sir, we found a box. Bhootnath rushed there. With trembling hands, he opened it. Inside the box was a skeleton, and on its arm, still shining after all those years, was a golden bangle.